The president of CORE was a Xavier senior, Rudy Lombard. And I was at the time now at Xavier, actually was Dean of N, to be exact, and as a top-level administrator, I was involved in a lot of the activities that went along. And one of the interesting stories that we can tell, and that I really was told the other day I should put a plaque in St. Michael's dormitory, and I will. Rudy Lombard and another Xavier senior came to me and said, let's give you a fair warning. We're starting a freedom ride. And I said, what's a freedom ride? He said, well, we're going to leave Washington, D.C. with an integrated bus, and we're going to sit all over the bus. I said, well, that's interesting. I said, but you know, I don't think that bus is going to make it to New Orleans. And he said, well, we're going to make it to New Orleans. Now, they weren't on it, but they were the organizers in part. Well, as of course history is told, that bus was bombed in Alabama. I don't know whether it was Bessemer, but I think Bessemer, Alabama. And the people there were viciously beaten, pulled off the bus was burned. And I'll never forget, I was sitting in my office, and Rudy and Dr. Vincent Rue, he's a doctor now, came to my office and said, well, unfortunately, you were right, but we need your help. I said, well, what do you need from me? He said, well, we vowed that we were going to get to New Orleans, and I know that the news reports are saying that anybody who gives a safe harbor to these freedom riders are going to be bombed and they're going to be shot and so forth. He said, but we need you to give them a place to stay. I said, but where am I going to give them a place to stay? Well, it said St. Michael's has a whole floor that's empty. I said, that's right. We had just left all of sports, and so we had a whole floor empty. And I said, but this is a big decision. I've got about 125 young men living in St. Michael's. I said, I've got that safety to think about. He said, we'll keep it quiet. I said, how quiet can you keep something like this? He said, well, we'll do the best we can. Well, I discussed it with the president at the time, and there was a nun. And she said, well, you make the decision. And so I did. And so the Freedom Riders came by cars and whatever, and stayed their first 2 nights in New Orleans and in the 3rd floor of Xavier's dormitory. And it was a sight to behold. They were still wrapped, bandaged, bloodied, and the like, but we gave them safe harbor. But the civil rights movement had a very large involvement of Xavier students in it, sitting through CORE. Both Xavier and Dillard integrated all the lunch counters here. And on the lunch counters, we decided, okay, what you will do is we will pick a day, say Monday at 12 noon, and we're going to send Xavier and Dillard students